Right, just going to make a little video, very short, about my new solo RPG gaming journal. So this is a Filofax Clipbook. I will have this on my blog. I will have all the things listed there. There will be a blog post shortly. This is just a short video. So this clipbook, normally in here, I have it somewhere else just now because I haven't finished my current setup. So normally in here goes a little pencil, the current dice set, because one has to have a dice set for every game one plays, a little eraser, a pencil, that kind of thing there goes in there. And then in here I have, this is something I picked up today, talking about this on my Twitch stream earlier, and it is from, I want to say, Roll and Play Press, right? Roll and Play Press, right? So this is currently sold out, unfortunately, but it's looking. I managed to pick this up in my local games shop. So I have here. I've rearranged this, and I've also taken some of the pages away. They were like blank ones. I think they were spell trackers, but I don't know. So this is a character profile. So this first section is my character. So this will be things like all the things here, all the stats. The can you see both pages? Yeah. Okay. So the character skills, proficiencies, appearance. Now this is where I started mixing things up. Appearance, I like to have that there, and then a little useful sort of alignment if you're kind of struggling where you wanna, if you're neutral, lawful, chaotic, whatever. So if you're struggling with your apply in character, then you have a little reminder there. Personality traits, ideals, bonds, flaws, all the fun things, backstory, and then we're going into the actual, so I have that divided off because that's the actual character. So when I'm role playing, I use that, and then obviously when you're doing all the things, you've got your action list, class features, obviously feature that will play into your class stuff there. Species, traits, and this is the new edition of 5th edition D&D. I use the old version, but it's very, very similar. All your class features by level, so when you level up, what extra things do you get? Equipment, ammo counter if you're using that, attuned items, equipment, always good, currency, and outstanding debts. Now that's really fun to include in a game because that could be a bit like Han Solo owing money to Jabba the Hutt, and it can really play into all sorts of things that you're role playing. Spell slots, obviously quite useful if you have spells. If you don't, obviously that's not so useful. More spell slots, exhaustion, experience, here you go there, favorite spells, and then we move on to the next section. Now this is where I'm good at these. I'm not sure what these are. They're nice, but I think they're spell trackers, right? I'm actually going to replace this with a custom drawn map of the area that I'm going to be using in my solo RPG. So we'll skip past that right now. Then this I have an issue with. So this is really nice. This is a $6.99 set of papers, but there is only one quest to-do list with the downtown activities. Now, if you are in any way familiar with playing a longer campaign, this is not going to do. So what I'm going to do before I use this, I'm actually going to have to photocopy this because I'll need at least 5 sheets to tide me over. And then we come into a very nice notebook section. So it's quite a lot of these pages. As you can see, there's quite a lot there. This is really nice. It's got a little banner, and these are actually quite nice to have space around here. That's kind of sectioned off because I make margin notes. I'm very much a marginalia type person, and I also have easier footnotes down here. So there's a big section on that, so I appreciate that. Now it did come with some gridded and dotted paper. I'm not going to use that. What I have instead is this little pocket here. I don't know where this came from. I want to say like Amazon or something like that. But what I've done in the past is I've put my spell cards in here. And you can obviously put item cards, anything like that that you want to use for your character as well. So that's nice. And then in the back here, I'm actually going to put a little monthly layout, so I can track when I've been playing, where I left off, and all that. And I will show you that in a different video because I have one ready to go. And right in the back here, I just have a empty little Polly Pocket. And you can put anything in here, like little sketches, or like say if the GM hands you a secret note that only your character can look at, stuff like that. You can put that in here. All goes in nicely in this little clip book. This is a clip book from Filofax, but it will do with any of the 6-ring binders, A5, that you can find. So the what Roll and Play Press also do their own binders. So there's always that as well, although they were not to my liking because I have had this for about 10, 15 years now and I love it. And it gets recycled and it's been used to death. So that's my video. If you like this, please thumbs it up, hype it up, subscribe if you like this type of content, and stick around and I will be back for my next adventure very shortly. Thank you. Bye.